Well, welcome back to AM Kentucky. We are joined now by Kristen Robinette and Janet Tassel, and they're here to talk about the Mary Hensley Lecture Series with Dr. Peter Langman. And it's quite an interesting topic for this lecture, school safety, identifying 3 types of school shooters. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Well, tell me about this Mary Hensley Lecture Series. What is that all about?
Sure. So Mary Hensley was my great-grandmother. So my grandfather was a huge supporter of Western. They were both alumni of Western as well. And his mom was a teacher. She was a big advocate for school, for education, and just for learning in general. And he set up this endowment in the late 90s, and then the first lecture series was actually in 1998. And it has just been a multitude of educators that have come to speak on different topics over the years, and they have been really, really great. And it has just been a wonderful way for the community to be involved. It's a great way for these educators to grow, especially new teachers coming in, and the topics have just been great. And this year is going to be really exceptional.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting and sadly topical. You know,
Yeah.
We need to know more about it, and maybe the topic of this lecture will help us understand a little bit more about what's happening when we see school shootings. And so tell me about this lecture.
Absolutely.
Dr. Langman and his, what he's talking about.
Sure. So Dr. Peter Langman is an internationally known expert on school safety, and he's an author, has several books and resources available to the public on a website. One of the largest collections available for guidance in school safety. His recommendations for school safety have been shared with the Obama administration by the American Psychological Association, and he's presented to the FBI National Academy in Quantico and consulted with the Department of Homeland Security for school safety as well. So we are just hopeful that people will join us for our event on this upcoming Tuesday at 7 p.m. in Gary Ransdell Hall on the WKU campus. We know that it will be a thought-provoking evening of learning about school safety and how to prepare for the psychological intricacies of the things that impact school safety and how to be ready for looking for those signs.
Yeah, now you may have just touched on it, but what do you hope that the community takes away from this, and just what you hope that they learn?
Absolutely. So there are aspects of the event, as you can tell from the title of the series, about how to look for the signs of what represents a school shooter. And it's a very sensitive topic, but we also know that school safety is the #1 thing that we want to have in place, whether it's a K through 12 setting or at the university setting as well.
Right.
So we have stakeholders that we would like to attend, our parents, of course, community members, university colleagues, but also teachers, administrators, school counselors, and school psychologists.
Yes. So, Kristen, does this cost? Do you have to get tickets or make reservations, or do we just show up?
So free for the community, and I think you can just show up. I have friends that are teachers across the board, and I know they're all so excited to attend this event. It's really great for teachers of all ages, teachers of all grades, or kids that just want to pursue teaching in to come years. It is going to be a wonderful event. And even if you're not a teacher and you're just interested, and you have children, like she said, and you want to be knowledgeable, it's a great reason to show up.
Okay, now should we bring kids to this? Not young kids, but is this something for kids that maybe they need to be a part of and learn a little bit, or maybe more for adults?
I would say that is on a parent-to-parent basis what they decide to do, and how interested your kid is in this. Obviously, it is a huge topic. It is going on across the world, and we all need to be knowledgeable on this, but I would say that's up to the parents.
All right. Well, thank you both so much for being here, and this is going to be such an interesting evening. We need to know this stuff. Dr. Peter Langman's lecture on school safety, identifying 3 types of school shooters. That's coming up Tuesday at WKU's Gary Ransdell Hall. It's at 7 o'clock, and it's free for the public. And if you have any questions, just call 746-4662. We'll be right back.